live. It just stopped all of a sudden. I'm gonna stay live. Here we go. What's the wrong? What's the wrong? Let's see. Let's make sure it don't shut down on us. I don't know why it shut down a while ago. It just shut down. Not sure. What was the deal there, Bill? Look here. I'm still live. We're looking. There's me. What was that one? Here we go. Oh, how about me? Me and my channel. Shows I'm live. Let's just make sure there's not two or three. There we go. Am I live? Uh-oh, did I stop? Again? Nope. It shows I'm live. View channel. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. So we're just going to prop that right there. And maybe in there. Okay, there we go. So I made this Burgundy Journal for one of my viewers who requested it. And I have a few things that I still need to do. I need to add my book corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to add my book corner. Hi, whoever is here. There we go, add that. We have added a little tassel with some jewelry on it. So I need to add these. So, and then we're going to flip through. Hi, Sharon. How are you, honey? And then we're going to show you a box of treasures that came from Michelle. They came, yes, Friday. Friday? Did they come Friday? Yeah, I think Friday. It came Friday. Did I get that? No, I did not get that in there. Hold on, I want to open that just a little bit. How are you? What are you up to today? I had 14 kids today. We ran out of time. Pastor sent for us to come bring all the kids in to pray for them. We still were doing our craft. We were decorating notebooks. So we've been studying about what's in your backpack, what kind of things. We have a lesson series that we're doing with it. And today was a notebook or a notepad. And so we decorated some notepads for them to have in their backpacks. Let's squeeze it. I did put glue in it, so that ought to be good. And yeah, I have 14 kids, and we'll probably need to open that up just a little. And what else? 14 kids. Today was Notepad, and we talked about hiding God's Word in our heart, and the best way to memorize God's Word is by writing it down in a notebook. And so I had a bunch of notebooks left from last year's or the year before. Yeah, it was the year before because we did not give out school supplies. We've not given out like school supplies in the last couple of years. We've done backpacks and stuff like that because it just got to the point that we had so many kids. And next year at our back to school bash, we're going to do it a lot like I do my kids crusades. Instead of, we're going to give away a lot of prizes, a lot of door prizes and stuff. And yeah, anyway. So let me get these on right quick, and then we're going to flip through this. And I want some glue in it. I like to put glue in them. Anyhow. real good and squeeze it. Michelle's box made my heart go pitter patter. 13-year-old great niece for 7 nonstop days. Yeah, kids wear you out, don't they? There we go. There we go. So I have a frame that will go on the front of this. These are pockets. You can pocket in them, and I have a frame that'll go on front of this. Here's the all the treasures. Now that'll lay over when you here. Let me hang it down. When you hang it down, going the right way, it all lays down real nice. And yeah. Anyway, she may want to trim the things. I'm gonna leave them and let her trim them. So anyhow, it has a wired ribbon. Now, y'all know I don't like wired ribbons, and I usually remove all the wires. This wire didn't come out of this very easy, so I just left it. And it's super duper long. We have side pockets. I done these fabric side pockets. I had this fabric, and I thought, oh, it matches so nice. We done side pockets, and then we have this, and it has a piece of washi on it, has a pocket, and then these are all the cutoffs of the scrapbook paper. So I'll tell you, one of the things I like to do is I like to take scrapbook paper and print some of my AI images that I've created. I created that with AI. This is just a lace page that I made. But no, this isn't going to be a good example because these are the ones that are pockets. That's got some gold. She can stencil on that. This one will be a good example. See, this is the scrapbook paper, and she requested burgundies and reds and creams. And then I had this creamy lace one that I created with scrapbook with AI. I created that with AI. And then this is another one that I created with AI, and she asked for gold also, and I had this beautiful gold wrapping paper. Oops, I got a piece of glue on it. Yeah, let me put the lid back on that. And so I made it into a tip end, and she can do whatever she wants to there. So then and then there's the pocket on that side, and that is some burgundy. Now this is a piece of my coffee dyed paper. It's got wrinkles and everything, and this is another one that is a pocket, and this is a tip in, and I don't want to show it because it has a picture of the person that bought it, and I created a picture of her. I took and uploaded it into my AI and made it into a Victorian looking picture of her. Have a little tuck, and then I made it into a tip in. And then we have this pocket. Here's another one of my AI pictures on the back of scrapbook paper. So I think she's going to like this because it definitely has all the burgundies and creams that she was looking for. So anyway, and this one only has two. I have some really crooked pages in this, but I'm afraid to keep trimming because I'm afraid if I keep trimming, I'm going to trim them away. So anyway, those can be covered with lace. I love that piece of paper, so I loved it. And then here we go. These were some cool AI laces that I done. And they look alike, but they are different. Your flowers are different. And then here we go. And that's one. This one is an actual piece of lace that I laid on my copy machine. Oh yeah, and then that's the big. Well, it's actually a violin. And this is a big picture of her that I turned into a um, thing. And then we have sparkle here, little gold sparkles. And then I gave some pearls down that. And we have a pocket, and we have another pocket here and a big tip in. So this tips out, or tips in, and it goes 1, 2, and we have another pocket. Oops, I'm off screen. And we have another pocket over here. So it folds, folds, and folds. So there we go. And pocket. And this one was supposed to be naked, so you're not seeing any kind of Victorian ladies or anything like that. And then I made that AI. After I made it, I asked AI to take and put a hole in it and put some wrinkles in it. And I'll show you the wrinkles on the other side, but I copied it on the back of, I printed it on the back of the thing. So I can, any kind of photo that, hi Dana, no, you can't have this one. This one was made for somebody special. Nope, you can't have it. Somebody special asked for this. So, sorry. Anyway, here we go. There we go. Yeah, I done this kind of to request. I just tried to make sure I got the pictures in that she wanted. So, is that the one that's the back side of that one that has the hole? Let me see. And she was very kind and gave up the one that you got. So, no, you can't have hers. There, is that the back side of it? It is. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it real good, but I told AI to put a hole in the lace and put wrinkles in it. And it, when you're looking at it as a whole, you can see that there are wrinkles in it, but it's kind of hard to see it like that. So nope. There, I have a piece of paper. There, there, another piece of coffee dye in there, and we're done. And it's got those pockets. So I just need to put the frame, and I just did a one-sided thing, and so it wraps, and wraps, and however she wants to tie it, if she wants to tie it like that, or tie it like this. So, so I want to show y'all. Yep, there we go. So this is for our friend, and that one is done. All I got to do is get that frame, and I know where it is. It's right here in this book right here. In this book that's got the kitties on the front of it. There it is. Right there. We're gonna put this frame on it, but we're gonna paint it gold. I have some gold ink that we're gonna paint it gold with. So I have a lot of little Victorian. I found a whole bunch of, yeah, I was going through one of my ephemera boxes and I found two whole packages of little like Victorian things. Like little chairs and chests. There's a mask, hearts, and all that. I wish I'd have found it before I sent Lenora hers. Little candelabra, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I can, next time I send Lenora something else, Leonore, I will send it to her. Okay, and back here I put a whole nother bunches of it too. Let's see. Put. Oops, I'm losing my words back here. That is just not where I put it. Now, oh, look at these ladies. So I got happy mail from Christina, and she sent me these ladies, and I love them. And that one is just a Victorian costume. And then that one, and that one. I absolutely love them. That's not a lady, it's just a piece of paper. So I will sit on those and hoard them for a while. Actually, they're going to go in my people journal that I'm working that, the one I got from Juju, I've turned it into a people journal. So they will go in my people journal. People journal. I know I put another package of those things in here. Where did I put them? I'm getting quite the nice. So there they are. Here. This one right. Oops, wrong pocket. Wrong side. This one right here has a lot of clocks and stuff. Locks and clocks. And frames. Scroll. Book. Keys. Yep. Anyway. Oh, and there's some more of it right there too. There's a whole bunch of keys in it. Put a key on something. Oh, on one of the tags I made. I kept saying I'm not sure I like that. It was the one with the little man in the arch. I covered it with a woman in an arch and then put some more stuff on it, and I liked it a whole lot better. Yeah, there's some cute things. Look at the little Ellie. Great keys, heart, all that kind of stuff. This is stuff that came from Taperology. I got it from Taperology in one of their mystery bags, one of their mystery packs. You can buy mystery packs from them, usually about 15. And if you'll look in my description, there's a discount code for you to order from them because I have a affiliate link. There we go. Okay, let me put this back and then let's show you. You are special. You are special. And I don't mean that you rode the short bus. I mean you're special. Okay? So I got a box the other day from Michelle. Hi, Edna. How are you, honey? From Michelle. And she sent me some cool stuff, guys. I know y'all are going to covet it, but right now I have not decided what's going in for sale and what's going into the hoard. But she made some envelopes. This has a little cotton yo-yo button. It's a yo-yo, and then there's a little button sewed on top of it. And it's all glued down to this little envelope. Isn't that adorable? And then this is a hidden pocket note card thing, tag. And it goes in here, and I like how it slides all the way down that you're just not really sure what you're looking at. She said that she started out to make an envelope and she messed it up, so she turned it into this hidden thing. I was like, well, it's super cool. So anyway, there's that. And then these, we're going to give some of them away in the next craft auction. And I'm probably going to sell a couple of them in the next craft auction too. These are little books, and they're made with that jute ribbon. Y'all remember when I had a bunch of jute ribbon? And scrapbook paper and painting papers. Painting papers, scrapbook paper. And they're just a little notepad. And they're just stapled in. Super cute. Super, super cute. And tied with a little twine rope. Anyway, she made a bunch of them. And then we're going to get into some of the goodies. Oh, hold on before I get all excited about the goodies. I made a big old knot there, didn't I? Then she sent me a bag of this kind of stuff. Jewelry making stuff. So I think she's going to be sending me some beads to sell. So anyway, I love that one right there. That's got that little, looks like a little flower inside of it. So yeah, those are stones. Those turtles will come off of there because I've had those before and got the turtles off. Anyway, so she sent me that. Then we have this kind of stuff. You are special, Teresa. Don't ever say you're not. You are. Then she sent me this kind of stuff. Y'all know this kind of stuff makes my heart go pitter-patter. Look, it's little tassels. And she's put them on bulb pins. You've got mauve and green, yellow. This one's yellow. Lalo. There we go. Yep, there's those. process them back in the bag. And then I haven't even taken this out of the bag to look at it. All I saw was, oh my, oh how pretty. It's a piece out of a collar, or no, it looks like a piece out of a wedding dress. I'm not sure. Beautiful, beautiful. I can see that going on another Victorian journal, as can I see that piece right there going on a Victorian journal. Yes, indeedy. I may have a new specialty. Victorian journals. There we go. Those are gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, and then we have a bag of, this says a yard. This came from Miss Pearl. Some of this she got from Miss Pearl, and she shared. There's a yard of this black, and this right here is going on to the next Victorian journal I'm making, which is going to have black lace on it. Oh, and then this little bag made my heart go pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Oh, I hate these that don't want to open when you want them to open. There we go. Here we go. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Looky here. There is 1 yard of this. No, I think there's a yard. Yeah, there's more than a yard of that. Isn't that pretty? That is very, very pretty. We'll roll it up like this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I see where those came from. Look, they came off of this. There's 28 inches. Yep, there's not a yard of that. That's pretty. Look at that. That's real pretty. Mauve. And then here's another piece that's very, oh, it's not. I'll say it's very similar to that other piece. Nice clip. Hope you don't get to looking for it. How cool is this? Okay, so these are little ribbons that are all sewed together. Look at that. That is so stinking cool. But you know what? That really needs to be taken to the sewing machine and a good stitch ran over it, because it's wanting to come apart. I see now why we had the little clippy on it. Yeah. I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love. Oh. So anyhow, let's do this and see if we can't help it. Okay? And then right here is where it's starting to come loose. And we're just going to sew down in here and just keep sewing down in here. And sew down in here. Here we go. Here we go. I don't think I can get that looped back up there, so I think I'm going to trim it off even. But for right now, I'm just going to leave this where I've sewed it. I think that will hold it right there. Whatever I do with this, I will need to remember that it has to be, the ends of it has to be sewn. Otherwise, it will come unraveled. Right? Right. There we go. I think that's going to work for me. So, anybody want to know what we're going to trade for in September? I know we're still just right in the middle of the August trade, but I sat down last night and talked it out with a friend about what I thought we should do in September, in October, and November, and December, and we've got it all figured out. Okay, there. There. Oh, did y'all see me do that? I just stuck the end of that right in my thumb. But it's not blooding, so that's good. We've got that all caught. We will trim that off so it's all even. I love this stuff. Love it. This other end probably, it may not, it may be okay. It may be okay. I was going to say, does it need so too? I love that stuff. You see, oh, I see why it's doing that. Okay, so here it's also down, but here it's come loose. Oh, I like it loose much better than I like it. Yeah, I foresee a piece of that making its way in one of my journals. Okay, this is, all goes back in here. So I'm singing Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Teresa, I have a question for you. Oh, a bunch of people left. Okay. We got bunches more to look at, you guys. You guys, we got bunches more to look at. Feel like I may have got some of it. Oh, here. We have a bag of these, which I used one of those on that journal. They're tassels. They're, yeah, a bag of tassels that she's made, and they are on a bulb pin, and they're all this same gold and peachy color. Yep, nice tassels. Bag of those. All you gotta do is add some jewelry to it. Just a little bit jewelry. And then we have this really pretty rose colored ribbon, and it is like a, oh, that's not ribbon. Y'all, that's elastic. How stinking cool. I'd use it just like trim. That is neat though. Use it just like trim, yeah. That's cool. That's really nice. And then we have 3 yards of this, and this almost looks like shoestring trim. Yep, that's what it is. It's a woven trim that looks like a shoestring weave. Of course, I did come on the very longest. I started on the other end, but it looks like a shoestring weave. So there we go. That's nice. There's 3 yards of that. I would probably share some of that. I think I'll probably share some of that, or maybe all of that. I'm not sure yet. Oh, here's another thing that says 2 yards. Ooh, I like this one. This is a deep green. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, guys, I'm in love with this right here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so neat. So, so cool. I love that. So, oh, I know that goes in there. I still need to figure out how much is that there is of this. One row, 18 something. I need to cut off the 3 pom-poms that Teresa wants and put them in her envelope, her next envelope. So Monday night will be jewelry. Everybody that purchases on Monday night will get 60% shipping, 60% off of their shipping. That will be my birthday present to you guys. There's, oh my gosh, tell me it's the same. Please tell me it's the same thing. Nope, it's not. Chat, it's just as pretty though. I love that. Gee, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. That would be real pretty on a Victorian journal. Guys, I want to show y'all what the next Victorian, oh, and this one I've already claimed this is going into my family one that I'm doing, that I'm loving. My family one. Yeah. That one's going in there. I likes it. I likes it. But I have a feeling that we'll end up with some pieces of this left. So we'll probably just save the things. I'm pretty sure I had some that was very similar to that. Okay, that's the 2 yarder. It goes back in there. Nobody wants to know what we're doing in September? Now this one here will definitely get shared. 15 yards, guys. 15 yards of this. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? I'll probably sell it in yardage, because y'all know I'm going to want to keep several. Probably sell it in yard pieces. Yep. Very pretty. These are like my colors. I love reds and burgundies and stuff like that. The deep rich, like the deep rich green. Yeah, buddy. She's speaking my love language. And I love this. It's like an avocado olive green. So hi Chew, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. You been okay? I like that. That's real pretty. It doesn't say how much is there, but that's okay. And then this one right here is a trim, and more than likely it will go in an auction. I do not see me using this, so it will probably go in an auction. It's cool, but it's not my thing. I like pom poms and fuzzies, and I really like that one. That's another one that we saw a while ago. We saw a piece of this a while ago. I really like it. And then look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful. Gorgeous. And here's some more of this. This one. There's a bunch of that. So I will, nope, it's different. I will share some of it too. And then what is this? Ooh, there's a bunch of this too. That's cool. It's fuzzies. Fuzzies on, yeah, that's neat. I love it. I love it. All of it. It's super cool. Is that everything? That's everything that was in that bag. I have some things that I had taken out that I'm going to show you. So, yeah. So now I got to find places for all this stuff I'm keeping, because both of my lace buckets are pretty full. So that must mean I need to go through them and figure out what's keeping and what's a going, right? That must be what that means. Now let's see if we can find. Okay, we have a, here it is. It'll say we have a little thing that slides down over this gold roll of paper that holds it from keeping it from unraveling. See? We have that. And that needs work on. So they got to be right here somewhere. I've been working on them. I've been working on them. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. I know I hadn't lost them. I know they're here somewhere. Oh, and this is going in the sale. I was gifted this. Uh, it came from a lady in my church. I have no place to keep it. So it'll have to go. I'm looking for stuff already. Hmm. I'm trying to, I really need to clean this mess up. I'll have to do this before we have to sell tomorrow night. Can I put that in here already? I don't think so, but no, it's not in there. I know y'all saw them. There they are. There they are. Okay. Isn't this cool? So it lays about, let's see, that's 34 to 21, 21 to 34 is 13. It's 13 inches long. It has a pocket in here. It has another little pocket, a bucket, 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 another little pocket, and then on the back it has this. Me and Michelle were looking at, we were talking about what all, and these Velcro in. So if you didn't need, you needed it to be bigger, you can make it bigger. So yep. Anyway, what all you could use that for? We're talking about you put papers in it and then put like decor items in it to like make it for a whole thing for a journal project. So y'all saw these. I showed these the other day. Michelle made these. They are cloth ATCs. Cloth ATCs, and that is what is going to be our September trade. Hi Terry, how are you? For our September trade, we're going to trade 2 cloth ATCs. And how she made hers is she sewed little squares together on her machine. You can hand stitch them or machine stitch them or even glue them. It don't matter. And then she put 2 pieces of fabric together. 2 pieces of fabric together. You can put something between them if you want. Now, she glued all the buttons on, but I came back and I've been sewing these buttons on because I wanted them sewed on. She said she didn't sew them on because she didn't want this on the back of it. And I said, it don't matter. I'm going to glue it in my thing. I'm going to glue it in my journal. So it won't matter if it's, you see that. So anyway, we're going to water cloth ATCs. So they're an ATC size. Let me zoom you one more time. ATC size little block. One more time. There we go. There. So it is, well, this one is 3 inches wide by 4 inches. She done these 3 by 4. Technically, an ATC is 3.5 by 2.5, isn't it? 3.5 by 2.5. Anyway, you can do them 3 by 4s. Make these little blocks like this, and we will swap these. You can hand sew them. You can glue them together. You can use little bitty pieces of fabric. Look, I have this piece of fabric right here. How wide is that? 3. That's 2.5 inches by 3. You see, I'm folding that over. There's a reason I want it folded over, okay? There. Join 2 little pieces of scrappy. Literally, these are scraps that are laying on my desk, okay? Some of it was scrappy enough that it almost had been in the trash can. That's going in the trash can. one, just like that. I used my pinking shears on that one right there because it was part of the trimming I was doing. Now, I have 3 pieces of fabric here. That one, ooh, I'll cut that one really wonky donkey. Let's see if my pinking shears I can trim it up. Yeah, I can trim that up. There. And I cut 3 pieces because I like for my things just to have a little bit of padding on them. And then, like, seriously, you can glue it together. I'm going to show y'all another way to keep it together. Y'all may laugh at this one. And I know that everybody's not going to have what I'm fixing to show you, but if you do have one, it would work just fine. So you can glue it together. You can hand stitch it. You can put it on a sewing machine and sew it together. Or if you have one of these, right here, let me find it. I had it out just the other day. Where is it? Did I leave that in my bedroom? I don't think so. No, there it is. There it is. If you have one of these, you can do this. And put it together with one of these. And then you can bring it where it's really short and glue it down right there and then trim it after it dries. So there are so many ways you can put things together. So when I used to have my booth, I used to tag my jewelry with this because like these little needles will go through a chain, and you can do that and take it through the chain. So that one didn't come through. I didn't get it all the way through there, but you can take there, and then you'll, come on, pull it off. Sometimes you have to pull that ear there. And then I would put my tags on that to price my jewelry. So that's why I have a tag gun like this. I have boxes and boxes of these stupid little things. Anyway, but wrong drawer, wrong thing. Where's and I love that your little needle cover goes over it. So yeah. So anyway, so you can take, like, if you don't want to sew the whole thing, you could do this. So this is just a piece of actually very vintage thread. It came off of this spool right here, but it's good and strong. It don't break when I just grab a hold of it. So you can do this instead of sewing all the way around it. You can literally just make you like an X in each corner. Make you an X. And sew your corners together. But it's not hard. I mean, Juju says she only likes to do 15 stitches. You can almost sew all the way around it for 15 stitches. I mean, this I would never quilt a quilt with that big of a stitch, because if you did, the other ladies would throw you out of the quilting bee if you're hand quilting a quilt and you hand quilted a stitch. But for slow stitch, that big of a stitch is just fine. There you go. Then you can glue down buttons. You can glue down all kinds of things. Pieces of jewelry, you can glue them or sew them down. Anyway, But yeah, this can be sewed by hand. It can be sewed on the sewing machine. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And we're going to do two apiece. And I'm going to need to get started because I'll need to make a bunch to give out to people who sign up. So about the 20th of August, we'll start taking sign-ups, okay? So, hi, Terry. How are you, honey? So this will be a fun trade, I think, because not only you're going to get all kinds of fabrics, all kinds of stuff that you can do, and then you can, if your sewing machine, I should be able to do some on my sewing machine with this. My sewing machine don't like paper, but it does pretty good with fabric. So look, I have this little bitty piece of lace I cut off of something when I was doing that last journal. I can sew it right on here. Am I making you nervous, Sharon? Are you afraid I'm going to stick myself good? I only bleed for a little while. So, yep, only bleed for a little while. You can pull your threads and make it raggedy. There is so much that you can do. It's so fun. I mean, it's just like making a regular ATC. The choices, the possibilities are endless. So there. Now we're going to go back here and tie this off a knot. Yeah, we are. Tie this off a knot, just like that. And then I'll always go back and tie another one like this. Cornbread for dinner. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet, preparing family dinner. Uh, Sharon and them usually have family dinner at least once a week. We made, so I cooked a pork loin yesterday, and we had barbecue and baked beans. So I'm putting some lace to hold the bottom of that down. And then I'm going to sew a button on top of that because I have all kinds of buttons hanging around here. I'm looking to see if there's any just laying here on my table. Oh, wait, here. They're usually laying right over here in this. But I did pick this all out. Oops, there's one. But it's not. It's one of those kind of buttons. Ooh, but it's so pretty. I think we're going to sew it on. It's got a back like that. I don't like shank backs very well, but we're going to sew it on. It's not my thing, but we're going to sew it on because it's perfect. Now, I want that, and I want another piece of gold thread. I want to sew it on with gold thread. Mm-hmm. You did. You just saw me stick that needle in my mouth. Hi, Steffi. How are you, honey? Steffi, there's a package coming yours and Lori's way. Okay. I put the map pins in there. I had saved back some map pins for you. And your, um, what else? Your, trying to think. So, see what I'm doing here? I'm going to go up under that lace so that my knot is not going to come up through my lace. However, I got my needle crooked. My thread is wanting to be crooked on me there. Your tag trade, your tag and coin envelopes are in it. Just trying to think what else was in it. I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, it's coming in an envelope. Yours and Lori's are all in a shipping envelope, and then they're coming like that. So there we go. There it is. There it goes. Okay. I just had it wonky donkey. There we go. There. Now, I do not like shank buttons. I just tell you that right now. I don't like them. I don't like sewing them on. I don't. I don't. But we're going to because we can. Because that's the button we want right there in the middle of that. It's a nice vintage button. It's beautiful. And it's going to be real cute on that lace. Really, really cute on that lace. Yeah. I think that'll be enough. We'll go all the way out like that. And then we're going to slide that right under there. And we're going to run our thread all the way down. Just like that. There you go. Just like that. And you see just a little bitty divot there. And we're going to cut it off. Right like that. So we've sewed that button on there. We've sewed that. What else do we want on it? That blue thread, we should have done that with the gold thread instead of the blue thread. Oh, look, we have a little safety pin, and it is a safety pin. It is not a bulb pin. It's a safety pin. What else is laying here that might have a hole that we could slide on it? There's a pearl earring. Look, there's a little key. There we go. And we can put that right there. And put that just like that. Got a little key on it. And that's a tassel-y thing that somebody made for me. Hey, Goldie, uh, anyway, this is going to be our trade for, we're going to do cloth ATCs. And these are the ones that Michelle made for me. Oh, I want to do this. This is a piece of wrinkled dyed seam binding. And I really want to take it and put it on here like a tag. Like a tag. Yeah. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to staple it on. I have something I want to show you too. I made some background paper and I want to show it to you. I think you will like it. I made it and sent it to Anitra and she really liked it. And there was a reason I sent it to Anitra because she was showing a book that was supposed to have some peacock stuff in it, and whoever sold the book used up the peacock stuff. Oh, we don't want that one. We don't want that one. We want this one. And I keep colored flitter. Just see that? I'm totally missed that on the back. I keep colored ribbon, colored staples in it. Anyway, so I made some peacock background paper. So, yep, cloth ATCs. Cloth ATCs. That's what this is a cloth ATC made out of fabric, or fabric ATCs, whatever you want to call it. Fabric ATCs. There, and we've got that. And we're going to zippy-doo-doo all that down. Is that part of that? That is part of that. Is that a stamp or a sticker? It's a sticker. Or is it a stamp? I think it's a sticker. That's what we're going to use it as. We're going to stick it. It's got a fork and a spoon on it. It could be a stamp. Oh, it's got a pair of scissors. Oh, it's a fork and a spoon. Say, no, it's a pair of scissors. But no, it's a fork and a spoon. Let's put a little glue under it. You know, because a little glue always makes everything better. There we go. So I think that one will be done. Yep, that one will be done. So, yeah. But see, this will give us all the chance to use up baubles and bits like that, stuff like this. I have bags and bags of this kind of stuff. So that'll give me a chance to use it all up. Look, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that, looky there. See, now that would be pretty on that, hanging on that. Now you do realize the more stuff you put on this, that means you're going to have to mail it in a package if it's not flat. It'll have to be mailed in a package. I don't mind doing that, but some of it, yeah, some of it. Ooh, if I do have to do 17 of them, that might get a little cindy, but oh well. If it does, it does, right? Actually, I think if I put these, like if I put them in a package like this and put them together and then wrap them in a paper and put them in an envelope and paid the $1.17 or $1.18, $1.22, I think it is, to mail them for the extra ounce, I think that would be good. With the butterfly stamp, I think that would be good. I think it would go good. Or that it's got to be hand stamped. So, yep. Okay. September. This is September. Why won't you do these? Because of the shipping? I do think that if you put it in an envelope like this and you had this wrapped around in paper and then put two stamps on it, that you would be okay. I don't think it would be an issue. And wrote machine stamp on it, or machine whatever. What is that word they use? Machine process. Look, that little heart right there is flat. Actually, this wouldn't be bad except for that right there is sticky up. Oh, that would be cute, except for I don't like the pink. I love the color pink. Well, especially this deep pink, more like this pink, fuchsia. I don't like Barbie pink, bubblegum pink. Yeah, they're not my thing. What is that? What is that? Tearing up the bag, aren't I? There we go. It's a high heel. Look, it's a high heel. That is cute. That is cute. Now something like that can go on a safety pin and be put on there. Yep, that's sweet. I wouldn't put it on this one because I feel like this one has a more Victorian look. I really don't like that button. It may come off of there. We may find a different one, a flat gold one. I don't like that. It's a cute button, but I don't like it. So anyway, you just can't do them. Okay, I'm sorry. So let me tell you what October is going to be. October is going to be. I have to go over here and look at my chat because I chatted. October is going to be two 5x7 painty papers or gel papers. You can do them on the gel plate or you can just do painty papers, okay? November, okay, October will be, yeah. November will be, and you can fold this, okay, will be an 8x10 fall themed page, okay? Like you make a page that would go in a journal, but I want it to be fall themed. It has to be fall themed. And then for December, we're going to do either a Christmas or a winter greeting card. The winter greeting cards for people who do not celebrate Christmas. Okay, I don't want anybody to not be feel like they have an option on that one. So anyway, so yeah. Oh look, that little maple leaf is cute. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I think this will be fun. So, hi, Bridezelle. Yes, you can. No, you can do it. You can glue the cloth to the paper. That would be fun. You could glue your cloth down to a piece of paper and then decorate the cloth. Cut it out. That would be excellent. Be fun. Yep. You know me, I don't get persnickety about things. So that was a piece of extra that I trimmed off of this. Probably am going to lay that over there. There. I have a pair of earrings. I have a pair of vintage earrings that I want to put back together. I've just got to find some of these kind of bags. I know that I can buy them, but I should have some somewhere in here. So in all my jewelry making stuff, I just haven't looked for them real good. Look, I have one of these. One of these can go on something. I can cut it and it can go. I can glue it down. So yeah, this will be fun. So this will be for September, but we got to get through. We got to get through August. All of my August trades for all of you that I send out has gone. Okay, they've all gone out. I've sent them all out. Oh look, we could have put little teddy bears on this one. Only I glued all the little bears down. So yeah. Ooh, we could put pearls on it. Now pearls are fine uh, for Victorian looking stuff, aren't they? We could put pearls on it. Pearl, pearl, pearl. Don't you marry Earl. Guys, there is going to be some jewelry bags Monday. So this is going to be what's coming up for September. We will keep working on that. I have got to put up a bunch of lace. I do, I do, I do. I got to put up a bunch of lace. That is all trash. Now we're going to. Do we want to use? Okay, this. I want it to go on the front of that, but I want it to be gold. And I have this tall gold pin here, and I can paint it gold. Actually, I like the other end of it better. Or I think I want some of this instead of that. Uh, I also have some of that. That's rub and bust. Now, I need a piece of paper before we get all involved with that because I do not want to make a mess on this. I have to clean up good. There we go. So this is Amsterdam acrylic ink. There, Amsterdam acrylic ink. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I like that gold better, much better. I think I'm going to go all the way around this with that, and then I'm going to go on top of it with the rub and buff. That rub and buff is rough. It's really nice stuff, but man, it stinks. It smells really bad. Really, really bad. There we go. I wish I hadn't done that there. Now I can see it. It's supposed to be. It could be golden luscious. Hey Ginger, how are you? Somebody was looking for you earlier. I'm trying to think, was that last night or was it? It may have been last night. I think they were all wondering where you were. I don't even know how Juju's even walking today. If I'd set for they went 10 hours yesterday. If I'd have set for that long, I wouldn't be able to walk. Y'all just have to dig a hole and shove me in it. So anyway, ooh, that rub and buff is the prettiest, isn't it? I like the rub and buff very well, much better. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, be careful, Cindy. You're about to rip it. need just a little more squeeze. But man, that stuff smells so stinking bad. I don't know what it's made out of. Does anybody know what rubbing buff is made out of? Probably something very, very toxic. Sorry, Angela. I'm not. Oh, sorry, friend. I'm not trying to talk you out. From 2 p.m. to 4 a.m. You needed the rest, obviously, my friend. There you go. Look, so now you can see the embossing on it. So I don't know who she's calling Re Wawa, but I guess she does. Either that or she had a major finger finger slit. Trying to see if it says American Art Clay. You understood her. She was talking to you, to Teresa. Okay, you you read Japanese, do you? There we go. Now that's pretty. I like that, and I think it will be real pretty on her package, on her thing. Pam, were you in here when I said what we were making for September? I don't know. Somebody posted a journal from you. Was it Marty? Marty? Anyway, and that'll go on the front of her journal, just like that. I will glue it down with an opening here so she can put whatever she wants to put inside of it. More than likely, I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to untie this. I really wish I could have gotten that wire out of this ribbon. I tried and tried. Pulled it with my teeth and everything, and it wouldn't come out. Well, I hate wired ribbon. Y'all know that. Don't like it. Don't like it. I know it's wonderful for making wreaths. I'm not making a wreath. Well, that is really good against that, isn't it? That is really good against that. So we're going to glue just this edge down. Yes, your Rudolph. Your Rudolph journal. So, was it Marty? That who was showing it, Marty? Somebody was showing. Did Tammy finish her Christmas journal? I think she has one from me. I think she won one from me once. That's good. Yeah. There we go. And let's see, that goes down far enough, but she can still slide a picture up in it. But let's just look in here and see what all's in here. Oh, she can't have my lace. I got to put some lace up, or I'm going to end up ruining some lace. Ooh, those are cool. What is that? The little butterflies are neat. Okay. Ooh, look at those. Those are some kind of a stone. I'll have to do stone finder on that. Wait. Lots of silvery stuff. We don't need silvery stuff for this one. This one needs gold stuff. Okay. Let's dig in my boxes, in my bag over here. What are you doing? Oh, it's a little gnat. I was going to say, what are you? Okay, hold on. No. These. See, I told y'all I have a lot of stuff like this. Looking here, that would be pretty inside, sitting inside of that, wouldn't it? But it doesn't have a way to be fastened down, and I don't want to glue something in the picture frame. Look, it's Raggedy Ann. Ooh, I wish I had the other one of these earrings. They're Monet. That's pretty. But I know there is. Oh, that's gaudy. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. I'm surprised my dog hadn't come running. He hates for me to do that. He's very upset with me right now. Very, very upset with me. Hi, Carrie. How are you, huh? He is upset with me because I have removed the cat food from his reach. He's got to start eating dog food because I can tell there are things that are not good for him with the cat food. Uh, anyway, so, and you're not, dogs are not supposed to eat cat food. Anyway, so, and I am refusing to feed him off of my plate. So he is feeling very abused. And I bought him some good, yummy doggy food, some in a can, yum yums, chicken, his favorite. He loves chicken, real chicken. He prefers it to be fried. He's kind of like his mama. We like our chicken fried. Okay, I don't see anything in there that just will scream out at me. No. That's a cute little heart, but that's not anything I want either. I'm thinking maybe I'll go get a brooch. You love Raggedy Ann? I don't think any of these are brooches. Are they? No. And then this is my repair bucket where I harvest rhinestones when I'm repairing things. So Monday night is a jewelry sale. We will be giving you a 60% off of your shipping costs. That because I just had my 60th birthday yesterday. That is my gift to you. If you've been around long enough, you know that we used to do a whole month of celebrating, and I gave all kinds of discounts. But uh, let's see, I guess it was in 2023 or 24 when I was so sick. In 23, when I was so sick that I kind of lost my celebration mood, and didn't do it the last couple of years. And we've got the brandy snifter. We've got some great big ugly earrings in there. These are all glass beads. We're looking for something that maybe has um, a more glass beads. All of this that's in here is going to pretty much be glass beads that has a pendant. Ooh, that's cool, but it's silver tone. What is that? Oh, that's Alice in Wonderland. If it's a bead, it's going to have big glass. That's cute. It's a little Americana pin. Those are plastic. They're not glass, but I just recently put them in. What is that? Ooh, that right there may be what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. So, how are we going to get it to stay? Well, we're going to get us a bulb pen and pin it in. Make sure it stays fastened. That'd be good. Get us a bulb pen and put it in. Boy. Y'all, I wasn't whistling Dixie when I said I have all kinds of scrappy things. Ooh, that's pretty. It's an ear bulb. It's missing its pearl. I'm pretty sure there's a pearl that goes in there somewhere. I don't have no bright gold, but that's okay. That's kind of antique looking. Looking. That's pretty. The ear bob. That's what my granny always called them. My ear. Do you got your ear bobs in? That's mother of pearl. That is beautiful. That one right there is a. I'll show you it. I want to show you that close. What is that? That's an owl. So this is very vintage. Probably I can even tell you maybe even the late 1800s. It might be newer than that. I'm not a good, but it is a shoe clip. It goes on your shoe. You just clip it, or you can put it also clip it on your collar. But you just put it, slide it down on the edge of your shoe, and then squeeze it, and those little teeth will bite into it. It's very vintage. It's beautiful. But I only have one, so one is all I have. I will tell you, I do not like that right there. I don't like that little goldy, coppery looking thing. So we're gonna take it off and put this on this. There we go. And there we go. And it all sits in there. That's fine. Just like that. There she goes. Yep. I was just looking over here at this. Okay. That's all good. Run that together like that. That's all good. That's all good. We're all good. Y'all, we're all good. There we go. Now, I will tell her when I send this that there is it'll just come out. And actually, when she, like, if she wants to put a picture in there, she can just undo this and, like, hook it up here on the lace or something. So, anyway. Okay, honey. Wait, did she find her package? Did you find your envelope? Where did she post it? I think it was in the Chatty Crafty chat. Nope, that's not it. That's not where I saw it. Maybe it was. Oh, hold on. Maybe it was on her Facebook page. Marty. Yep. Pamela's got the Christmas journal. It's on her Facebook page. Pamela's got the Christmas journal done. Yep. So, did you find your package, your envelope? Oh, I love making folios. Hi, Carrie. Don't even. I did not say that you were not special. So, anyway, you're the one that said that. So, I said this one was a special order for someone. So, anyway. So, anywho. Oh my gosh. Oh, that doesn't that just make you angry when we pay so much for postage and that's how we get our packages, our stuff. So, anyway, just aggravates me. So anyway, this one is done. It's going. It's for Angela. So when I show you, remember I made these to show Leonore, this one or the cream one. She picked the cream one. And Teresa was saying that she wanted this, and Angela said she wanted it too. But then when we found out what Teresa wanted hers for, Angela said, no, give it to sister T, sister T. And I told her, I said, Angela, I have all this stuff. I have fabric and I have the lace. I can make you one very similar to it. None of them are just alike, but I can make you very similar. So she told me what she wanted for the paper colors, and I did the best I could do. So this is for Angela. It's a special order, and Angela is special. Everybody's special that comes and watch me. You gotta be. Gotta have a special kind of sense of humor. So there we go. That one's done. Now here's the cool thing, guys. I have enough fabric to make one more in this fabric, but I do not have enough lace. Not that lace, but I have all kinds of beautiful lace, but not that lace. I have this piece right here is all that I have left. I have enough to put a piece on the front, but not enough for the back. So I feel like that is not going to make me happy. I've got to fix it. That right there. Let me send a message because my phone rang. So there we go. Anyway, there we go. There we go. So I literally could make another one like this with a different, with only one panel. But you got snot in yours. Just clean the snot out. You're going to get a lot of snot in it because you're going to cry the whole time you make it. It's okay. It's good for you. It's good for you to cry the whole time you make that. It is very, is what is that? Very lethargic is not the word I want. There's a something word that ends with jic, G-I-C, but lethargic is not it. Lethargic means you're tired. I can't think of what is the word. Come on, Ginger, help me. School teacher Ginger, help me. So this year I have one, two, 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 do I have three? Two or three kindergartners. I have 5 first graders and a couple of several 10-year-olds, 4 10-year-olds. Therapeutic. There you go. Very therapeutic. 4 10-year-olds. 3. No, I have 6 first graders. Don't I? There's one more, and I can't think who it is. I have 6. 5 is what I can think of just off the top of my head. I have 3 third graders. So I have a big range of kids. Yep, therapeutic. It was a beautiful Happy Meal. I showed them all the goodies that you sent me. I like that kind of stuff, you know. That's my jive right there. I love it. That and paper. You can make me oh. I want to send this to Steph while I'm thinking about it. Steph, I showed. Can I show them the AI that I made that is just for you? I'm not going to use it on anything else. I told Steph it's just for her, but I want her permission before I show it to you. So there, I want to send this, and I want to send that right there. Send. Okay, I just sent you a picture. Can I show it to you? So I made this last night for Anitra, and it's just a background page of a peacock feather. So but I thought it turned out real cool. Yeah, the little multicolored tassels there are cute. So anyway, so you could print that off and make you just a background page. So she bought a what's she saying? Yeah, I showed all the Happy Mail. Yeah, I did. Did she say if it was okay? Is it okay to show that? I need to. Yeah, I made a real pretty one for her. That's just for her. Y'all know why when I show it to you, but I want to make sure she don't mind for me showing it to you. There. Well, you don't have to send me one. So, do you hear what I'm asking? Can I show the one I made you special? The AI picture I made you special? I have on my butterscotch amber ring. Wore it this morning. I wore, I have on a moo right now. It's an animal print moo. I wore my animal print tennis shoes this morning and I pulled them off and gave them to a girl. I literally came home barefoot from church. I gave them to a girl who admired them. They were hurting my feet real bad. So they went home with her. They fit her, so they went home with her. I just give you the clothes off my back. Please don't tell me you like my shirt. So it's what gold. My butterscotch amber ring? No, it's silver. It's sterling silver. That is butterscotch amber. So let me go back here to my photos because I think we can see it better on it. A collection. Nope. Oh, I need to, download. Here we go. So, there we go. If you can see that. So, it's a girl laying on a little chaise lounge in front of a sunny window. And she's got a little golden puppy on her lap. And if you zoom in, see what the puppy has. If you ever seen pictures of, if you ever seen pictures that she showed of Goldie and Lucius, they always have jewelry on. And several times I've seen pictures where they had pearls on. And so I know that Steffi likes pearls. So I put a pearl necklace on her, on that puppy. So, oh, that gold thread. No. Oh, were you talking about the ring, the pretty thread? Oh, that's blue. That's vintage blue thread. So it's a vintage spool. I pulled off my spool thing. So anyway, but yeah, I've been making a bunch. Here, I'll show y'all. This one is a picture of the same girl without the puppy. That one is a very similar girl in a field of yellow roses. Hold on. They're in a field of yellow roses. That one is a very similar girl in a field of poppies. This one is a different girl. She has her hat on. And that one is just a poppy field. Those are some of my lace ones that I created. This is the pig that Beth painted the other night. I just made it with AI. And then I didn't like it by itself, so I said put it in front of a barn, and that's what I got. Anyway, I made those. Oops, that's those are Lenora. Look at that little boy. Isn't he adorable? I done him. And when I say I made these, this is me describing what I see in my mind's eye, in my mind, and asking AI to do it. That little girl, usually, okay, let's make a picture. Do we want it to be Victorian? Yay, pigs. You love those with the poppies. Do we want it to be Victorian or do we want it to be? Let's make a. Let's make a pig. Make me a coony pig in front of a barn, a red barn, with vines growing up the corner of the barn, and make the pig have a big yellow ribbon around its neck. Oh yeah, the truck. Now, it's spelled Cooney wrong, but hopefully it will do it right. Cooney pigs is spelled Kuni. If you don't know what a Cooney pig is, you'll know when you see it. They're a little short-legged pig. They have real short legs, great big bellies, and when you butcher them, I know this is probably more than anybody really wants to know, but when you butcher them, their meat is almost as red as beef. Very lean meat. So if you're wondering what program this is Microsoft Pilot. This is their AI program. Guys, as soon as this is finished, I'm gonna have to go because it's almost 5 o'clock. I got to get my church clothes back on. Oh my gosh! Oh, absolutely adorable. It's almost done, and it just creates exactly what I described. Woohoo! There we go. Now I want to save it. And did I save it? Yeah, I saved it. And there's what we're looking at. This is a Cooney pig. It did it exactly everything I did. A Cooney pig, a yellow ribbon around its neck, a barn with vines growing up the corner. Everything. Those are Coonies. So, because one of the things you should know about Coonies, if you're raising them to breed, is it takes them a while to get interested in breeding. So, it takes them a while. Um, Most of the people that I know that have Coonies, I have a local friend that they have Coonies that are 2 years old and or 3 years old now, and they still haven't bred. Jason from Sow the Land, his Coonies took several years. They're about to give up on them. I don't like the yellow bow, so this is what we're going to do. Take away the bow. Take away the bow. Take away the bow. And it'll take it off. So, anyway, uh, I downloaded Chat GPT. I don't much care for it. I've made a few things with it, but I don't much care for it. So it takes it just a minute. So anyway, but yeah, it'll take that bow right off of there. So, and this is a just a cheap turquoise looking. They're not real turquoise. Turquoise looking bracelet. It was in the bathroom. I saw it while I was getting ready. What did I have on today? I had on a light gauzy top that was an ombre. It went from cream to browns to light browns and blue jeans. That's what I wore today to church. So, anywho, so don't dress up at my church. I don't. Not when I'm chasing kids. And we were doing crafts today, so yeah. So those came from, I think those came in either, they may have came from Beth. I got some Happy Mail from Beth too, and from somebody else yesterday. Christina. Was it Christina? Anyway, yep. So it's almost done. So I want to show you something very interesting about both pictures that I missed. Okay, there we go. We can download it. It took away the bow, but look at that X. It's only partially painted. I guess they thought that made it look old or something. I don't know. But I like it better without the bow. I like coony pigs. They're cute. So, okay, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go get my clothes on, get ready for church. I'm not wearing my moo to church, although I have worn it to church before. This one here, this animal print one, I've worn it with leggings, but I'm not wearing it tonight. I'm gonna go put my jeans back on. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, see you on the flip side. See you tomorrow night. Got an auction tomorrow night. So we'll be going probably 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, we'll be going 2.5, 3 hours. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye. This hair is getting poofy, guys. Poofy, poofy.